Dole, Stylish Shell. Dimple Plains is getting back in the field, goes back to fourth last inside Kylie's Law. Second last has to be Polly, and last of all 2 lengths back is Gondo Bell. Approaching the home turn, 700 to run. Rhinestone Lady 2 lengths in front of Delray Bay. On the inside, Sea Pines, and they were followed by Bayside Princess. About 2 lengths to Cindy's Delight, Silver Thatch, Gilda taken deep. Stylish Shell was behind those. Kalala Bay very wide. Kylie's Law. Dimple Plains about 8 lengths off the lead, and well back in the field, Gondo Bell from Has to Be Polly. About 500 metres left to travel. It's Rhinestone Lady cuddled up on the fence, just clear. Sea Pines is out after it on the outside, but given a few slaps with the whip. Cindy's Delight is getting a split. Dimple Plains is starting to make up ground. Stylish Shell getting up on the inside. Cindy's Delight burst to the front. Here's Dimple Plains, Gilda down the outside. It's Gilda coming out after Cindy's Delight. Dimple Plains out wider. Gilda's about a length and a half in front of Dimple Plains and Cindy's Delight, and Gilda's going to win. Gilda first, has beaten second place and goes to Dimple Plains. A good go for third. It might have been the inside horse, which was Cindy's Delight in front of Penang Dole. Gondo Bell ran on well from Kalala Bay, Sea Pine, Stylish Shell. Then Has to Be Polly, Bayside Princess, Rhinestone Lady, Silver Thatch, Delray Bay, and Kylie's Law.
Mouton, our Avon's Gold, as we leave that and go to Sydney. Here's Ian Craig at Randwick.
And deeper is Best of Bless. Then Golden Dome, followed by Lost Gold hunting through, one off the rails. Manusco deep, and then comes Assisi. Exile Sun being second last, and Absolute What a Rascal. As they run past the 1200 metres, and Kahala Prince just shows the way from Best of Bless, and the third 3/4 between them, the favourite Gerard. Tip of the Iceberg fourth on the fence, and then a gap to Lost Gold inside of Golden Dome. A length and a half next is Manusco travelling on the outside, and then Exile Sun and Assisi, and a little more than a length What a Rascal. In this pattern they run down the side of the track and go along past the 850, and Kahala Prince leads Best of Bless and Gerard on the outside. A length further back, Tip of the Iceberg, followed by Golden Dome. Lost Gold on the inside, being ridden along, and then comes Manusco, Assisi from Exile Sun and What a Rascal. 8 to 10 lengths covers them at the 600, and Gerard allowed a little more rain. Moves up to tackle Kahala Prince. 1.5 Tip of the Iceberg, a similar gap, Best of Bless losing ground, and then Golden Dome, Manusco, and the others are headed by Exile Sun. They're homeward bound, and Gerard races to a clear-cut lead from Tip of the Iceberg. On the inside is Kahala Prince, and then comes Golden Dome. At the 250 metres, he pulls the whip on Gerard. Second placing, Tip of the Iceberg, and then comes Golden Dome, and on the inside, battling on Kahala Prince, Manusco and Assisi getting clear, and Exile Sun gets the gap and goes crunch. Exile Sun quickly swept away from Gerard, and Exile Sun another one for K. Moses. Exile Sun streaking clear of Gerard and Assisi at Exile Sun. Second Gerard, third Assisi, fourth home was on the inside What a Rascal, and Manusco, Kahala Prince, Tip of the Iceberg, Golden Dome, and Best of Bless and Lost Gold the last two.
Over the line. Sydney race 7. Now, Gilda was $9.85 and $2.40. Dimple Plains $75 in Melbourne. Correct weight race 6. Penang Dole $2.15. Trifecta $5.88.15. Quinella $16.15. And the double $199.95. The running double on Prince of Kingston. As have just started in Brisbane, and let's join Wayne Wilson for race number 7.
First bend, but he's keen to lead on him, and Calgary Stampede about to cross over in the and land on the fence and lead them clearly. It's Calgary Stampede by 2 lengths now. Princess Pagal running second, Singular third on the outside of Irish Impulse, and then Majestic Sound. Miss Amazer next on the rails. Further back came Bradish Hunt, plenty of speed on. In fact, Calgary Stampede looks as though he's taken charge of the boy, and he leads by 8 lengths. Constant Kingdom midfield at the moment, inside of Rassman. Further back, Fire from Heaven, Red Yates, Aussie Statesman, Game Harry, and Blasters last of all. Calgary Stampede steadied a little at the 1200, and he's 6 lengths in front. Princess Pagal in second place. A length and a half away third is Majestic Sound, and then Irish Impulse Singular. 2 to Miss Amazer, Rassman, Bradish Hunt, Constant Kingdom, Fire from Heaven. Further back was Red Yates, and then Aussie Statesman on the inside of Game Harry, and Blaster still at the rear. Calgary Stampede in front, 1,000 metres out, leads by 6 lengths. Princess Pagal second, Majestic Sound third, and then Irish Impulse and Singular, followed by Miss Amazer, Out wide on the track, Rassman picking up ground. Bradishan next on the inside. Dittman is biding his time on the favourite Constant Kingdom. Picking up ground is Game Harry. Fire from Heaven next on the rails, and then Red Yates, Aussie Statesman and Blaster. Calgary Stampede has still got this long lead. They're coming up to the crossing, 650 metres to go. He's 8 lengths in front, Calgary Stampede. Princess Pegard niggled that in second spot, followed by Majestic Sound. Irish Impulse caught behind horses on the rails. Coming around them now with the well-timed runners, Game Harry and Constant Kingdom working into it with Miss Amazia. Calgary Stampede coming back to the field, 400 metres out. 3 lengths in front, Singular cruising up into second place. Rassman and now Constant Kingdom has popped the big question on the outside. Dittman is winding him up and at the 250. Constant Kingdom charged up to Singular and poked his nose in front. Constant Kingdom shot away a length and a half in front. Aussie Statesman making ground late, then Singular and Bradishan. Constant Kingdom in front. Mick's going to make a good thing of it. He drives him hard with a weapon. He's won it. It's Constant Kingdom first. Second home was Aussie Statesman. Third, Bradishan. Then Singular, Red Yates, Fire from Heaven, Miss Amazia. Irish Impulse, Rassman, Blaster. Well back, Calgary Stampede, Majestic Sound, Princess Pegard, and Game Harry last of all.
Over the line in Brisbane, I say Sydney, or Mick Dittman, such in good form today with a double there with Groucho and also Constant Kingdom. 7, 5 and 10 Constant Kingdom trained in Sydney by Jack Denham and last up winner at Canterbury. Randwick, Exiled Sun 8.75 and 240. Gerard 50 cents money back. Assisi 11.90. Trifecta 1445.95. Quinella 13.50. Running double 43.90. There's 4 to go up in Adelaide. I reckon Dial Tone's short enough. Have you been impressed with him? He's a good horse, but he's up in class here. I'm thinking along the same lines, Bruce. I thought that Dial Tone would be very hard to beat, but he has been meeting lesser opposition in Melbourne, and his odds are very skinny today, aren't they? I thought that he'd be a top chance, but his odds were too skinny to interest me. Lord Reams, give him a chance? He'll be working up to his best now. He's trying for a third cup. They're racing.
In the West End Export Stakes and missing at Merino Explorer length, the 2 Sound Gold, no early pace, doesn't want to persist for the lead at all, and the Brotherhoods jump well out wide. True Finish the centre and also showing some toe as they go out of the straight. There is Change of Habit the inner, then Ventuno around the outside moving up to about third. They were followed just off the pace behind those then by Bus Stop, and around the outside of those going fast but towards the lead, God's Girl is covering a bit of ground. Now as they settle fully into stride, sorting them out as they go to the far side, the leader is the Brotherhood showing the way over the 1800 crossing, 2.5 in front of Ventuno. Third placing Change of Habit, followed fourth by True Finish. Lord Dreams in the centre, over on the outside, working hard, 3 deep, God's Girl can't get in for the moment. Next on the inside, Bus Stop from Merino Explorer, who's found the rail. Around the outside of it is Dial Tone. There's another one, Ragatan, 3 deep, 2.5 Sound Gold on the inside of Comic Ranger last of all as they go along the far side of the course. 14.50 to travel now, and the Brotherhood on top showed the way about a length in front of Ventuno. They've kicked away 4 or 5 in front of Change of Habit. 2 lengths True Finish down on the inside, Bus Stop. A length away then Lord Reams the centre, down on the rail is Merino Explorer. There's another one on the outside. She's never been able to get in, God's Girl. Golly, she's covered some ground. A length away then to Dial Tone. Down on the inside as Ragatan is still 3 deep. There was Sound Gold and 2 to Comic Ranger. They're bunching up just slightly as they work down to the side now by the 1,050, where the Brotherhood led them by a length. Ventuno, he's throwing everything at it. It gets within a half length, but it's flat strapped. 2 lengths Change of Habit, followed by Bus Stop. Back on the inside of Lord Reams, Merino Explorer. God's Girl is still going up there 3 and 4 deep in that division, and so too making a bit of a move, True Finish towards the lead as they pack up before the turn. Sound Gold on the rail, around them Dial Tone trying to wind up, but he's hard at him, and further back Ragatan likewise from Comic Ranger, but there's only 5 lengths first to last. This is a race at the 500 before the turn now, and here Ventuno the Bolt has gone up to the Brotherhood. 3 deep, Bus Stop's coming into the picture. Over on the outside, True Finish has loomed up fast from Merino Explorer, trying to get a needle eye opening. Out wider on the track then came Lord Reams. There's a bit of a bumping duel behind them, and Dial Tone was one of the offenders, and he's in trouble. At the 200 metre mark, the lead of the Brotherhood down the outside. Lord Reams is coming now, and Sound Gold is winding up very deep, but Lord Reams the top, he's exploded to the lead. Here's Merino Explorer coming with a lightweight. Merino Explorer grabbed Lord Reams, and with the less weight has beaten him on the wire. Oh, just narrowly. Third, the Brotherhood or True Finish, and Sound Gold's wide out. Then Change of Habit, Dial Tone, a shocker. They were followed further back by Bus Stop, then Comic Ranger. They were followed in behind by Ventuno, then Ragatan did nothing, and never. Well, I don't know about that. Ron's a good judge, and he's gone
for Merino Explorer, but gee, looking at that, Lord Reams is in this right up to his nostril. So at this stage, it's a photo all round at Morphettville. We'll take a break. Lord Reams or Merino Explorer? Reams has won again, 665 and 175, terrific value. Merino Explorer, a dolly, won the Gawler Cup during the week, a race worth 60,000, so it's been a good week for him. And the Brotherhood, a good run, he's not out of the Adelaide Cup, $1.20. Quinella, $28.95, Trifecta, $617.60, and correct weight. Now in Flemington, Jetfighter and Crush Out, dazzling.
Brewster all set to go now for the straight six. Past Habit in the line, purple striped sleeves. And they're off and racing. Lonely Dreamer jumped away pretty smartly from barrier number 2. Our Avon's Gold was showing a bit of toe. There were a couple of horses there that wanted to go across towards the middle of the track. A couple of them are being forced out towards the middle and further out. Now Lonely Dreamer in front down on the inside of the track, just clear from Count Comram, and Mouton going up the third, followed by All Spades. Past Habit, Duke of Oakhill, and out wider on the track was Isle Bronze Knight showing a good Queen of Heels, and Taffeta Bow was there as well. Well, they've split up. They've got 700 metres left to travel, and Lonely Dreamer on the flat side in front of Ceresa's Count Comram, followed by Cammy. Duke of Oakhill was just behind them from Our Avon's Gold, King's Talk and Threesome. Coming down the grandstand side, Bronze Knight's about 4 lengths in front of Past Habit, shaken up, it's under pressure. Isle is starting to run on, followed by Stimulus, Dazzling Duke, and Taffeta Bow starting to run into it pretty quickly, followed by Mouton. All Spades out wider, running down to the 300, Count Comram and Lonely Dreamer together from Ceresa's. Down the grandstand side, Bronze Knight in front, Isle comes out after it, and Taffeta Bow getting through in the centre. Down the outside, Taffeta Bow in front, Lonely Dreamer over on the flat side, Taffeta Bow in front, Lonely Dreamer on the flat side, Taffeta Bow and Lonely Dreamer. Lonely Dreamer's in front of Taffeta Bow, and Lonely Dreamer wins it. Taffeta Bow second, third tight. Out very wide on the track was Isle, Count Comram the fence, and Mouton ran on fairly well. Bronze Knight weakened. They were followed in by King's Talk. It ran on from Duke of Oakhill, Our Avon's Gold. All Spades, Ceresa's dropped out of it. Dazzling Duke, Past Habit, never a chance, and last in was Threesome. And there's one more, that Stimulus is pulled up pretty quickly after the post.
Yes, well, certainly they were right across the track there. Let's join them at
when the
Randwick.
stalls open, missed it by 8 lengths. Single Endeavour now hunted up, goes across to almost join and ahead Ambush. Stealthy Knight third on the rails, set to go. Then Sailor V and Samstar, a length the Caithness, followed by Anybody Home on the rail. Second last is Lager Royale, and My Halley Stars caught the field. Well, Single Endeavour in his usual role, making play, and low gone Single Endeavour has him about 2 lengths Ambush, working to the 1800, and then Stealthy Knight, followed on the outside by Sailor V. Just shading it, set to go on the fence, then Samstar. Anybody Home on the rail. 2 lengths to Caithness. Second last is Lager Royale and Absolute My Halley Star. Ambush working up to have a shot at Single Endeavour as they work to the 1600 crossing. 4 to the top weight, Stealthy Knight. 2 to Sailor V. 2 set to go. 1.5 Samstar. 2 Anybody Home. A length to Caithness, and the last pair, My Halley Star and Lager Royale. As they race towards the 1400. No change with one exception. Ambush is the clear-cut leader. Opens up a length and 3/4 to 2 now on Single Endeavour. Then comes Stealthy Knight. Sailor V's in the centre, and Anybody Home going around them now. Then set to go on the rail over Samstar. Wider is My Halley Star from Caithness and Lager Royale. Ambush makes the run onto the far corner, sighted near the 1100, leading about a half length on Single Endeavour. A length and a half to Stealthy Knight. Sailor V on the outside, getting a nice run, and 2 to Anybody Home. Set to go the inside. Anybody Home dropped back as quickly as it went up, and then Samstar ridden along from My Halley Star. Second last is Lager Royale, and a half to Caithness. Single Endeavour. Tar goes to the lead from the tiring Ambush as they come over the 800 crossing. In fact, Stealthy Knight's raced to second, and ahead away Sailor V. Ambush is 1,000 to 1, and then set to go on the outside, followed by Samstar and Anybody Home. Lager Royale, My Halley Star, and last is Caithness, but Ambush will be back there shortly. 600 from the judge, and de Cavallo had taken this favourite to the lead now, Sailor V. Single Endeavour is second from Stealthy Knight, and then set to go, and Anybody home. C'est La Vie, showing more zip today. He's been very one-paced in many of his starts, but around the corner, he's about 3 lengths on Stealthy Night. In third position, set to go, and then Anybody Home and Sem Star. Stealthy Night's out after C'est La Vie, and set to go, running on doggedly at the 200. And the leader is C'est La Vie, about a length on Stealthy Night. The effort starting to tell under the big weight, and then set to go, but C'est La Vie's fighting on strongly. He's got them beaten. He's coming away now, C'est La Vie. Second placing on the outside, set to go, and then Stealthy Night, but C'est La Vie's too good. C'est La Vie nearly 3 lengths on the line, 2 set to go, third Stealthy Night. Then Anybody Home, Sem Star, followed up by the grey Lager Royale, Caithness, Single Endeavour, Ambush, and last My Halley Star.
2-7-1 at Randwick, double for Andy Cavallo, and a training treble for Brian Mayfield-Smith. Andy Cavallo, the jockey. Brian Mayfield-Smith has trained 3 winners now. Correct weight in Melbourne on is for Sydney race 8. Now in Melbourne, Flemington race 7. Lonely Dreamer 325 and 130. Taffeta Bow 440. Arle at 80 cents. Quinella $60.05 for 7 and 17. The trifecta 7, 17 and 6, $479.65. The double $56.55. The daily double $94.80, and the quadrilla $5,603.10. Now the football progressive is getting tight between Carlton and Richmond, past 4 and 75. Set to go 175. Stealthy Night $1. No Quinella trifecta, double, daily double or quadrilla to come at this stage in Sydney. They're the interim dividends on Randwick, and we'll be back after this break.
Forward. Winifred Street coming up towards the outside, moves in. Now they're in and they're set to go. Starting signal. All ready. Line's good. Racing now. Whiskey's Gift near the inside began fairly well, and Aquatic actually the first to break the line and go to the lead. Chill Factor began okay. He's going to settle 5th or 6th over towards the inside. A couple of these very deep running to the turn out of the straight, including Big Top, Rossellini and Let Me Dance. Himalaya Vein sliding over behind them. Lentigo's next on the outside of Luskin Court, Dawnville. Further back is Sharp Lass with Danaher, and the last two in the early part of the race are Winifred Street and Gold Ridge. Coming up towards the 1600, and the leader Big Top is crossing over the face of the field to be the leader. Big Tip by 2 lengths now. In second place is Rossellini, followed by Aquatic on the outside, and then Whiskey's Gift, who settled well 4th. Lentigo trapped out a little bit wide, so Dittman's going to let him slide around them. Let Me Dance is next on the outside of Chill Factor, and then Himalaya Vein, Luskin Court, Winifred Street, Dawnville, Sharp Lass, Danaher and Gold Ridge. Coming up towards the 1200, and it's Big Top the leader, a length in front, Lentigo second. A half length away third, Rossellini on the inside, 1.5 to Aquatic, and then 2 to Whiskey's Gift, who's off the rails. Chill Factor improving nicely, going through to be 5th on the inside of Whiskey's Gift now, then Let Me Dance outside of Himalaya Vein. 1.5 to Luskin Court, then Winifred Street, Dawnville. Danaher still a long way back in the field with Sharp Lass, and Gold Ridge with them in. Leaving the 1,000-metre point behind them, heading towards the 800, and it's Big Top, 1 length in front of Lentigo. Rossellini third, followed by Aquatic. Chill Factor still getting that nice run close to the rails, 5th on the inside of Whiskey's Gift. 1 to Let Me Dance, Himalaya Vein, Luskin Court, Gold Ridge making a dash going 4 wide, followed by Winifred Street, Dawnville, Danaher and Sharp Lass under the whip at the rear. They're starting to pack up a bit as they come to the crossing, 600 metres to go. Big Top a length in front of Lentigo. Rossellini third, then Aquatic and Whiskey's Gift, Gold Ridge on the outside. Chill Factor continuing to save ground close to the rails. He's going to need a touch of luck from now on. Further back then was Luskin Court and then Danaher. 400 metres to go. Big Top about to be joined by Lentigo. Aquatic cruising up to them on the outside. Behind them Chill Factor and then Let Me Dance and Whiskey's Gift pulled to the outside. Aquatic takes the lead from Lentigo. 200 metres to go. Here's Chill Factor. How good is he, Chill Factor? He's after Aquatic. Aquatic just in front of Chill Factor. Aquatic hanging on. Chill Factor can't get him at the moment. Aquatic's holding on, and Aquatic beat Chill Factor. Third Rossellini, then Lentigo, followed in by Luskin Court. The next one home was Danaher. Then Let Me Dance, Himalaya Vein, Whiskey's Gift, Winifred Street, Gold Ridge. Big Top stopped, and the last two over the line, Dawnville and Sharp Lass.
9.62 over the line in Brisbane. Aquatic for Shane Dye, the top jockey. Winning from Chill Factor, who seemed to have every chance in the last little bit, and Rossellini. So 9, 6 and 2 in Eagle Farm. This is the big one of the day, South Australian Derby, and here's Ron Paps.
Like a Rock Edgy. Racing. Oh, pretty good dispatch as it turned out. Shortly after, Like a Rock dropped back towards the tail. Gully Wind restrained, trying to settle it, and coming across very quickly out wide is Fame the Spur with the Phantom, and Lake Renique getting up on the inside from Sunny Prince, Flamenco King. Over on the inside, see Brigand, right around them, Val John. King's High is trapped 3 deep. Barlandy's following it up. Like a Rock inside of King's High, keeping the favourite working. Gully Wind restrained on the inside, they're bumping. Royal Pardon next, second last, and last of all is Rangers Victory. Gully Wind had to check out as they go over the crossing at the 1800 metre mark now, and here the leaders are Val John the outside, and down on the inside Fame the Spur. It's Fame the Spur getting a half 3/4, now a length of Val John. Third placing Lake Renique, then Sunny Prince, followed by the Phantom covering Sea Brigand, which has settled beautifully. 2 lengths King's High outside Flamenco King, 2 lengths away then, maybe 2.5 to Like a Rock, followed back in the field. A length and a half away behind those by Barlandy. He's back 4th last and 10 off the lead. Royal Pardon outside of Gully Wind, who's had a checked passage, and 4 lengths away last of all Rangers Victory. An even pace as they search for the far side turn now, and here the leader on the inside running Fame the Spur by a length and a quarter. Val John second, 2 Lake Renique, a length and a half away Sunny Prince running a forward race 1200 out down the side. Sea Brigand's had a nice run, then the Phantom followed by Flamenco King. King's High is back centre field, 6 or 7 off the lead. They were followed further back by Like a Rock, who's in a bit of trouble at the moment. Barlandy got around him. Royal Pardon outside Gully Wind, and 3 to Rangers Victory down the side, and the pace quickens slightly, where the leader still is Fame the Spur, racing towards the 800 from Val John. 2 to Lake Renique, Sunny Prince. Sea Brigand's into the clear from the Phantom, followed by King's High. He's got some chasing to do. So is Like a Rock back there with it. Flamenco King. Barlandy's 3rd last, coming to the turn, or 4th last. Royal Pardon's back there with Gully Wind, who's one of the last as they're about to swing for home. Into the straight they come now, and on the turn the leader still is Fame the Spur from Val John. Sea Brigand and the Phantom are winding up from Lake Renique, then King's High hard ridden. Out wider on the track, running on Barlandy, and then Sunny Prince, followed by Like a Rock taking a shortcut. Sea Brigand's gone to the lead from down the outside, the Phantom. King's High couldn't win, I don't think, inside the 200. Sea Brigand a couple in front of the Phantom. Sea Brigand from the Phantom, who's trying hard. Oh, Sea Brigand is starting to cartwheel away. It's an 8-cylinder Mercedes Derby win here by Sea Brigand. He's trotted in. 2.5 to the Phantom. Barlandy 3rd, King's High a moderate 4th, followed further back by Like a Rock. Then came Lake Renique. Royal Pardon didn't do a great deal. They were followed further back in the field behind those then.
Geez, a good horse, Sea Brigand. That looks a Melbourne Cup horse if ever you've seen one. I wonder what he'll do with him. Will he run him in the Adelaide Cup? Last in Melbourne as we get the results. Sea Brigand $5.65 and $1.15. The Phantom $1.05. A Barlandy 85 cents. Colin Hayes missed out with King's High, but Michael Clark's brother Gary won the Derby, and Michael's on night beat.
Yes, and certainly won.
All set to go, Bruce. Last of the day, the light flashes. Ready, and they're racing. Marcel a bit slow to begin, and Swinging Vine jumped with them today. Lord Melbourne was out the back with Lord of the Mist in the early part. Bushwood was one of the first out. Getting up at its inside, Blueberry Lane and Purple Habit in search for the lead. About 2 lengths away, the well-back Pratt Napa, followed by Money Review, Pressman's Choice, Cobbler's Flame. Siberian Express and Secret Region up in that pack as well, followed by Nightbeat getting back in the field. Lord of the Mist goes around them to go to midfield, followed by back behind them, My Boy. Great distance, Swinging Vine, Marcel, well back in the field as they'd settled, was in the system, and Lord Melbourne was last of all. As they run by the 1,000 metres point, Pratt Napa goes to a length and a half lead over Purple Habit. They were followed by Siberian Express on the outside of Bushwood, a length away the grey Blueberry Lane, followed by Secret Region. Back behind them, Cobbler's Flame. Over on the fence was Money Review, Nightbeat, Pressman's Choice. 2 lengths further back to Swinging Vine, My Boy. Well back in the field was Great Distance as they run to the turn in the systems. Only got 2 behind him as they run up to the corner, Marsold and Lord Melbourne. About 600 metres to go. Pratt Napa a length and a half to Purple Habit, sticking to the fence. Pratt Napa 2 away from the rail, running on fairly well, and now getting into 3rd placing though as they straightened up was Bushwood, followed by Blueberry Lane. Further back behind those horses, Secret Region. Getting out of the pack was Money Review, followed by Cobbler's Flame, Siberian Express, Great Distance, and then Swinging Vine as they run down to the 300. It's Pratt Napa a length to Siberian Express, Purple Habit getting out, Money Review. Pressman's Choices starting to swamp them on the outside. Pressman's Choices ranged up the take the lead. Night Beat from a long way back. Money Review fights back. Pressman's Choice in front of Money Review and Night Beat, and Pressman's Choice pushed out, wins a neck. Pressman's Choice first from Money Review. Third home in the race was Night Beat, and close up Swinging Vine. What a performance, and Cobbler's Flame. Pradnapper next, it compounded from Siberian Express and Secret Regent. Mind My Boy, Lord of the Mist, Lord Melbourne, Bushwood, well back, Marsol, Great Distance, Blueberry Lane, and in the system was Never a Hope.
Well, I suppose if you have a bet and you put your money on things that Harry White rides, like Here He Comes Here out in the centre with that vivid pink cap, you've got something in your favour. That horse did an extraordinarily good job, really, because it looked no hope turning for home. He had to stop riding it there. Money Review's got a bit closer to it, but in the end, Harry very rarely goes for the whip, but he's made sure that that horse won. Night Beat's got third. Pradnapper weakening a little bit there over on the fence, and outside, right out wider is Swinging Vine, running on very well. But there's the winner pulling up with Night Beat. Secret Regent, the other horse.
Well, he's finally cracked it for a winner today, Harry. He looked like he could have ridden a couple at certain stages today, but finally got there in the lucky last.
There's the owner of Pressman's Choice. Alan has had great success with harness racing. He won the Inter-Dominion with My Lightning Blue. Has had some great horses over the years, and has got some good gallopers now. Pressman's Choice 150 and 80 for Harry. Money Review 145. Night Beat $1.40. Quinella Trifecta double and quad extra to come on the final event on the program. And the footy scores with some big games, and Carlton are 5 goals in front. They look home, 14-11 to 9-11. The Blues for their first win for the year over the Tigers. The other games, Collingwood 14-15 have bolted away from Melbourne 7-7. They're giving them a comprehensive thrashing now. Sydney are 4 goals behind St Kilda, so the Saints look home 11-11 to 7-11. And what about Princess Park? 3 goals the difference. The Cats 20 goals 11 to Hawthorn 17-11. And yet to go in Sydney at Randwick for the final event of the program. Still 2 more races after this, Brisbane and Adelaide. And a big summary from
anticipated the start,
Melbourne, and away they go.
He bounded a length in front, Mighty Lord. Dance Band and Swain began well, and so did Generous Prince and
Swain, followed by Generous Prince, Tudor Dancer and Engrossing Prime Appointment. Wider out is King Justify as they go up towards the first corner, a length and a half to Nimble Ruler. Then La Media Tour, and off the track Tobin Dragon, and last La Grove. Now Smoky Skies goes to the front at the 950, 3/4 on the well-fancied Dance Band. A length and a half away in the third position, caught out a bit deep, Engrossing from Generous Prince, Mighty Lord, and then Tudor Dancer further back in the field. As they come down the side, King Justify, Swain between horses, and one further back is Prime Appointment. Tobin Dragon, Nimble Ruler, La Grove, and La Media Tour is last. As they race up by the 700, Smoky Skies in front of Dance Band. Generous Prince in third, Posse a length and a half to Mighty Lord, and then Swain and Engrossing. One further back in the field is Prime Appointment, followed by King Justify as they come up to the home corner, and Tudor Dancer's dropped out of the hunt. It's under the whip and has gone back to second last. Around the corner, Smoky Skies, Dance Band and Generous Prince, almost a line of 3, and then Mighty Lord, Swain and Prime Appointment, and Tudor Dancer is doing absolutely nothing, but Generous Prince race past Smoky Skies and Dance Band at the 150. Hello, Smoky Skies is kicking back. Swain coming through. It's Generous Prince headed off by Smoky Skies. Here's Swain. Swain going to Smoky Skies. Swain swamps Smoky Skies, and Swain has beaten Smoky Skies. Third placing going to Generous Prince. It walked in, and then Dance Band, Mighty Lord, followed at the head of the others by La Grove, Prime Appointment, and then Engrossing and Nimble Ruler, followed up by Tobin Dragon. King Justify second last was La Media Tour, and Tudor Dancer raced like many bookies thought it would.
That's not too good. 1, 9 and 6 on the final event. Wayne Harris winning on Swain. Second, number 9, Smoky Skies, and third, number 6, Generous Prince. 1, 9, 6, the final event at Randwick. Still a summary of Melbourne to come. Last race in Brisbane coming up shortly, and also in Adelaide. Now, the Derby in Adelaide, Sea Brigand 565 115, the Phantom $1.05, Barlandy 85, Quinella 17.05, Trifecta 240.70, and Daily Double in Adelaide today, $59. Now in Brisbane, race 8. Aquatic 360 and $1.15. Chill Factor 75. Rossellini 120. Quinella 660. Trifecta $165.50 and the daily double $77.40. Correct weight in Melbourne on 5. And they're racing in the last. Here's Wayne Wilson at Eagle Farm.
Boomeroo Boy and Our Barnacle Bill both showing speed going up towards the leaders. Then Planet Buster, Our Craig, Little River Bend and Isle Star settling about 6th or 7th on the inside there. Here's a smoothie. Come on, Fred, put it together. Grey Squall is midfield, followed by Garter Echo, Proud Native, Savoy Truffle. Canterbury Star getting a fair way back. Regal Aim, Silver Smith. A long way back, Viscount Flex. And after missing the kick, Best of Irish is last of all. Metro Khan the leader. Planet Buster is annoying him on the outside and neck away. They're 3 lengths in front of Killarney Hill with the run of the race inside of Boomeroo Boy and Our Barnacle Bill, then Little River Bend. Over on the inside is Isle Star, then He's a Smoothie and Our Craig, Proud Native. Come on, Fred, Grey Squall. Further back, Silver Smith, Savoy Truffle, put it together, Regal Aim. Then Garner Echo, Best of Irish, Canterbury Star, and Viscount Flex is last. Into the straight, 400 metres to go, and Metro Khan, the boy, said, let's go, and he booted away. He's 5 lengths in front of Planet Buster. Killarney Hill struggling in 3rd place, and then Our Barnacle Bill on the outside. But boy, this has got a lead big enough to win a Melbourne Cup at the 200. Metro Khan, he's 6 lengths in front, and he's going further ahead. Metro Khan, 8 lengths in front now. Savoy Truffle making ground on the outside with Our Craig and Our Barnacle Bill. Then He's a Smoothie, but Metro Khan has killed him in the run to the post, and a pretty good ride too. Metro Khan has won it. Now flashing home for second on the outside is Our Craig and Viscount Flex. Viscount Flex, he came from last on the corner. Then He's a Smoothie. The next one in was Isle Star, Our Barnacle Bill, Grey